the love interest was introduced.
A little bit too far.
I'm so tired. I have now finished. It was successful.
Today I am filming a 24-hour reading challenge. We're gonna start the video out by reading Catherine Sinner's Things You Save in a Fire because I am already 50 pages into this. And I did read this in my last video, which was how much I can realistically read in a week as a full-time teacher. So if you're into that, make sure to watch that next. And then I'm also reading Everblaze, which is the third book in the Keeper of the Lost Cities. I've been listening to this on audiobook, so I'm probably gonna start out by listening to audiobooks so I can make breakfast and clean a little bit around the house, and then I'll get into physically reading. But this will be my audiobook and this will be my physical book. And then after that, we have options. Either the two books that I got in my library vlog, J.K. Rowling's Christmas Pig or Christmas at Little Beach Street Bakery. And then I bought two books at Barnes & Noble the other day, which are Games Untold and 7 Year Slip. Any of those are options, but these are the first two that we're going to get to. Now that it's noon, which, yes, I did just wake up and I did just get out of bed and it is noon, but it's the first day of Thanksgiving break, so we're enjoying it. So my time is starting at noon, which it may already be noon, but I'm just going to start my time at noon. And we're going to read for 24 hours and see how much we get done. Let's get started.
Okay, we are officially starting, and it looks like I am on Everblaze chapter 37 on the audiobook, so that's where I'm going to start. It is currently 12:12, so officially starting at 12:12 with Everblaze so that I can eat breakfast and clean the house. It's been an hour and I'm still listening to Keeper of the Lost Cities while I clean. I just washed some dishes and the dishwasher's going, so there is cleaning happening. I'm gonna keep listening probably for another hour, and I'm gonna sit down and read my physical book. It is now 1:50 and I have been listening to the audiobook. I just finished chapter 45 in Everblaze and it's good. I really like that series. It's very calm. Not calm because a lot of stuff is happening, but there's always something happening. So I guess I mean smooth. It's very smooth, something's always happening. But I'm gonna start reading the physical book of Things You Save in a Fire for probably an hour or so. And then I'll take a shower and get ready for the day because your girl's looking a little rough. Now 1:56 and I have made it to page 94 in my book. And I am going to go shower and kind of get ready for the day, even though I'm not doing anything today. While I do that, I'm going to go back to listening to the audiobook of Everblaze. We are 2 hours into this? 3 hours into this? What is math? We're almost 3 hours into this, so we're doing good, making progress. You can. I'm now on chapter 52 or something of Everblaze while I've been taking a shower. I was gonna wash my hair, but I just ordered a Walmart delivery and I just got dry shampoo because I just straightened my hair yesterday or the day before. I don't remember, so I just didn't feel like washing it again so soon. But I just made some Alfredo lasagna type stuff and listened to more of the book. Now I'm gonna read the physical book while that's cooking in the oven, and it takes 20 minutes. So I'm gonna get 20 minutes of reading. I feel like I'm reading so slow, and I feel like this is the point in the night where I'm gonna start not getting sad, but my husband's not home and he's not gonna be home tonight because he is working, and we hardly ever spend the night away from each other, so I feel like I'm gonna get a little sad throughout the night. So hopefully this book picks up because it's not bad right now, but it's just not I'm not wanting to pick it up. I just want more. We did just get to the point in this book where the love interest was introduced, and he is another firefighter, which is a big no-no, and she already thinks he's attractive even though they just saw each other the very first time, and she's like, this never happens to me. Hopefully it gets more interesting. It's the first time I made this Alfredo lasagna recipe, and I did a broil on the top of it at the end to try to make it crispy at the top, and we went a little bit too far, but it's actually pretty good. If I make it again, I just need to make more sauce because I used a bigger pan than they used, and so I used more noodles and stuff than they used, but I didn't use more sauce because I didn't have enough to make double. Next time we will use more sauce and it will be delicious. Still pretty good though. It is now 6:50. I don't even remember what time I updated you last, but I just made it to chapter 19 or page 167 in Things You Save in a Fire, and it is picking up a little bit, so I am liking it, but I feel like I'm reading so slow. Like, I don't remember what page I was on in my last update, but I feel like I haven't read that much. I don't know if I'm confused though. I'm gonna keep reading in a little bit. I'm gonna take a little break. I'm making some hot cocoa, which peppermint hot cocoa is the best. Like, don't get regular hot cocoa, get peppermint. This is from Target. I'm about to make this, and I'm just gonna watch maybe a YouTube video or two to kind of break up the reading, because I'm not getting bored, but I was getting a little bit tired, and I don't want to fall asleep because it's only 6. So I'm just gonna take a little break from reading and watch a couple YouTube videos, and then I'll get back into it. I have my hot cocoa in my new mug from Hobby Lobby, I think, and it says joy on the inside. It's so cute. I'm going to enjoy this while I watch YouTube. If you make your hot cocoa with water, you're doing it wrong. If you don't make it with Fairlife milk, you're doing it wrong. It is now 9:59. Actually, a little bit tired, but this book is getting crazy. It's getting good. I'm to the point where I feel like I can't read fast enough. I'm on chapter 25, page 249, so I have about 50 pages left, and it's kind of crazy right now. I have technically finished the book, and I liked it. It's a very solid 4 stars. Like, I see how it could be a 5-star for some people, but I'm giving it 4. And the third act, yeah, there was a lot happening. So there was a point where I was like, I gotta read faster, but I'm done technically. I'm on page 304, but the epilogue goes until 310. But I just don't really feel like reading it. Like, a lot of the times if I don't like love a book, I don't feel like reading the epilogue. But I'm just gonna try to push myself through and finish the epilogue, even though I'm still giving it 4 stars. I really liked the book as a whole. I just don't want to read like 6 more pages of it. And it's 11:15 right now. We still have a while to go. We have 12 more hours, 13 more hours to go. 1 book down. It is 11:26 and I have officially finished Things You Save in a Fire, and I'm giving it 4 stars. I would recommend it to other people to read. It's very like motivational speaking vibes, if you know what I mean. I don't know how else to explain it, but everything is like profound and everything is like learning lessons, but it's still good. I am probably gonna take a break for a second because there's a lot of going in my head. So I may just, I don't know, I may read the audiobook, but I also may watch YouTube for a sec, maybe a video or 2, and then get back on the grind. It is now 12:50, and I've been listening to the audiobook of Keeper of the Lost Cities, but honestly, I'm so tired. I don't know if I'm gonna fall asleep. If I'm gonna fall asleep or if I'm gonna keep reading. This wasn't supposed to be like staying up for 24 hours for reading. I'm just trying to read as much as I can in 24 hours. Like, I knew the whole time that I would go to sleep, but I didn't think I would go to sleep this early. But it is also almost 1, so I guess it's kind of late. I don't know. I'm gonna try to stay up for a little bit longer. And I don't even know what book I want to start next, which is why I haven't started one. I have so many options and I don't know which book to pick. I always have this dilemma after I finish a book that I have absolutely no idea what I want to read next. And I feel like there's no book I want to read, but there are books I want to read. It's just so hard to pick up a book right after you finish another one. For me, it is, personally speaking. It is 8:30. I slept for a little bit longer than expected, but also it's my week off, so I'm not that upset that I slept till 8:30, because that's still pretty early. But I just picked up Heroes of Olympus. I think I'm going to start this next. I'm having trouble picking between this and the 7-year slip, but the 7-year slip I would be able to probably finish in this vlog, but I don't know. Cameron and Chloe both said I should read Heroes of Olympus, so I may just start this. I'm going to start it and see how I feel about it, and then maybe I will switch. But this is also the Nerdy Ink cover, which is super cool. If you like different dust jackets, they have some for the Percy Jackson series and Hero of Olympus. We have both. I'm gonna start reading. I'm so tired. But we may go past 12 today since I slept kind of longer than expected, so we'll just see. So, funny little update. It's 12 o'clock now, and I may have fell back asleep. So this morning I read it was 12 pages of Heroes of Olympus. We had some books from Camp's childhood of this series, but we also bought some of them used because we knew we were going to get a new dust jacket. They're old books, but they just have new dust jackets, so they look new. So that's a good hack if you want to get books that were popular, but just get new dust jackets so you don't have to pay full price. I read 12 pages of that and then fell asleep on the couch and then woke back up around 11 I went and got a coffee from McDonald's because I can't survive without coffee apparently. And I've been listening to Everblaze. I have about 90 pages left in this, so I'm definitely going to finish this today. I'm going to go start cleaning again because I just cleaned last night and look at it, it's a disaster again. Who would have thought? It's my fault because I don't clean as I go, which I guess I need to start working on. I'm gonna go clean and listen to Everblaze and try to finish it up today. Also, I'm just gonna try for like 2 12-hour days. I started again at 11, so I'm gonna try to read to 11 tonight, which I may not read all the way to 11 because I need to edit a video, but that's what we're gonna plan to do so that I still get 24 hours of attempting to read because apparently I slept for 12. Does that math? I don't know. Let's keep going. I have now finished Everblaze. It is now 1:42 and I'm gonna give it 4 stars because it was good. I was getting a little bit bored in the middle, but also I read this over such a long period of time because I was only listening to the audiobook, so I wasn't reading enough to remember everyone's names. Like, I remembered after a little bit, but I think it made it a little more boring because every time they announce something about a person, I'd be like, wait, who's that person? But that's just because I took so long to read it. I'm finished with it now. And yeah, that's the 3rd book. I'm definitely going to keep reading the series because it's just a fun series. I need to read the next ones faster than I read that one. But I'm going to start reading The Lost Heroes, the physical book, for a little bit. I already cleaned majority of the house, but I'm going to make food real quick for my lunch and then start reading. We're in hour 2 of today. Hopefully I can finish this book. You think I can finish this book today? I have no idea. I don't know if I can. Let's try. Asleep again. Who's surprised? And I don't know why I'm so tired, but I guess I'm just getting really cozy while I'm reading. I've still been listening to the book a little bit. I listened to 2 chapters on the audiobook, and now I'm on chapter 5, and it is now 5:30. So, questionable progress, but progress nonetheless. I'm kind of failing the second half of this challenge, but I'm gonna keep trying, at least until Cameron gets home. It is now 7:24. And I'm on page 135, the beginning of chapter 11, so we are making progress. I have this much left. Probably not going to finish tonight, but it would be really cool if I did. I've been reading a couple chapters and then listening to a couple chapters, and then reading and then listening. I did a little bit of coloring. I'm getting a little bit bored. Not bored, like I'm liking this book, but kind of want to watch YouTube, so we'll see what I end up doing. But I'm going to read at least another chapter or 2 right now and give you an update later. Okay, it's only 7:44 and I'm still reading. But I just came to update you with the fact that at the beginning of every chapter, it's written in a different font that just looks a little bit different. Like, it doesn't look that different, but for some reason, my brain cannot read it. Like, I have to try so hard to read the first 4 words, and it just took me like a whole minute to figure out what this said. And I have no idea why it's like that, but I'll show you. It's like not even that big of a difference, like the font difference, but for some reason, my brain cannot comprehend. Why is that? Anyways, I'm going to keep reading. It is now 10:06, and I am going to end this challenge because Cameron is about to be home, and I'm going to hang out with him. And I've read a lot, even though I did sleep too much for the challenge, but it's fine. I basically did 2 12-hour days, almost 12 hours. I'm happy with the reading that I did. So I just got to chapter 22 and The Lost Heroes, which is 236 pages. And then I read 296 pages of Everblaze to finish it. And I read 250 pages of Things You Save in a Fire. So overall, that's a lot of pages. That's over 600 pages, so I would say it was successful. And I'm probably going to do another one and try a lot harder to do the correct timing and not sleep for so long. Maybe I'll do one at the end of this week, or I'll do one once our Christmas break starts. But if you really like 24-hour reading challenges and you want to see another one very soon, probably one that has more of a Christmas theme to it, then definitely subscribe. And yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. I really do appreciate it, and it means a lot to me. And hope you have a great day. I'll see you guys next time. Bye.